Bucks County, it's just like, it's scenic, but it's like, it's all forest and like kind of rolling hills. Like the
like
fall is kind of the best place.
We were actually ranked the #1 destination for the fall in the entire U.S. by Forbes and Travel and Leisure last year.
Quarter 4 is our best quarter.
It is,
by far. Yeah,
and fall and holidays.
A lot of out-of-staters come.
Yeah.
What's the Christmas place? There's some Christmas store. Byers.
Yeah, Byers to the Carolers. That you see like everywhere you go. They were originated.
Yeah, Christmas all year round.
In Bucks County, and we have a ton. We have like the Shady Brook Farm drive-through, Peddler's Village, Sesame. The breweries are often like you guys put a ton of lights up at Warwick.
Final Fest.
Yeah, it's really, and that's the thing too, like lots of events and festivals. The weather's so nice. The, fall and holidays, we have a lot of like cool indoor places, but a lot of outdoor lights that you can see too. So this is kind of our top season.
Welcome back to Brew That Podcast. I'm your host, Richie Tevlin. Tonight we're talking all about Bucks County, the Bucks County Ale Trail, Visit Bucks County. We're joined by Heather Walter and Ryan Seiz. Mm-hmm. So, Heather, you're the head of marketing communications at Visit Bucks County. Yeah. And Ryan is from Warwick Farms.
Yep.
So, welcome. Thank you for coming in. So you guys brought some of this Expedition Ale, Expedition Bucks County?
Yeah, Expedition Bucks County.
The dry hop Pilsner with Motuek hops from Warwick Farms with everybody. So there's a lot of people involved with this. How many? There's like 20 people?
Yeah, I believe we have 26 breweries, 30 locations. That's like including taprooms and throughout the county.
Cool.
26 breweries.
Cool. So we're here all today to talk about Bucks County. So there's a lot of things going on in Bucks County. We talked a little bit before you got on, like, there's so many different things, like Visit Bucks County, Visit PA, how tourism is so important for breweries. So we'll touch on all that.
Yeah.
But let's get started and learn a little bit, I guess, about you guys to start.
Sure.
So how you get involved with Visit Bucks?
No, great question. I was an intern. So I started as an intern when I was a senior in college. And,
cool.
Marketing and communications degrees. Yeah. So didn't really know that tourism and we call them DMOs, but it's destination marketing organizations. Okay. Didn't really know that was like a path, but it was. And I grew up in Bucks County. So we were like, we have a local visitor center. That's a great place to go intern. So I started as an intern, left for a couple years to do marketing for Sesame Place, which is one of our top attractions.
Yep.
And then came back about 11 years ago in the marketing role. So that was kind of my path to get here. But basically, tourism organizations are the marketing arm for your county, your state, whatever it is. Everyone's funded a little bit differently. So state tourism is funded through the state budget, but county tourism is funded through the occupancy tax. So whenever you go and stay in a hotel, wherever it is, if you like go to pay your bill at the end and you're like, why is it so much more?
Yeah.
There's different taxes on there. And so it's obviously sales tax, but then there's always a local occupancy tax. And that's different no matter where you are. And that goes back to that location.
Does that make sense? Like the better you do, the more money you make?
Yeah, exactly. So that's why like our ultimate goal is to get people to stay overnight in our hotels. And we do that in a variety of different ways, like developing ale trails. But really, ultimately, our funding comes from people staying overnight.
That's awesome. So it's all called Visit PA, Visit Bucks County.
So two separate organizations. Visit PA is their own organization with their own funding, but we partner with them a ton. Like Visit Philly, own organization with their own funding from the city. And then Visit Bucks County, our funding goes through the county, but is the lodging tax. Got it.
Makes sense. And then Ryan, you're from Warwick Farms?
Yep.
I'm assuming most people that listen to this podcast know who you are.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But I guess there's so many things to do in Bucks County, and then one of them is breweries. So brewery tourism is so big that, makes sense to kind of promote visiting Bucks County by visiting all the breweries there.
Yeah, yeah. We started so I think it was like 2017, 2018. And I think it was like the early 2000s when craft beer started to like become, and what was the exact?
I mean, there was a couple booms, like 2010. There was a big boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was 2010, there was a huge boom.
There was a huge boom. Yeah. So it was like 17, 18. We were like, we have a couple of breweries in this county. And we literally just like put an article on our website and we called it the Ale Trail, but there wasn't really a trail. And we kept getting people asking like, how do we do it? Like, where do we go? Is there a van that picks us up? And we were like, it's just content. It's marketing content. And even the media, they were like, we want to come out and do the trail. And we're like, there's not an actual trail. So at that time we pulled our breweries together and we had some of the like Neshaminy Creek, who was really like primarily distribution at that time. Like it wasn't as so much about going to visit their space. They were really like heavily distribution. Free Will and Broken Goblet were two of like the big ones in the county.
Those are some older ones. And then there's also like places like Warwick Farms that are newer that it's kind of a whole mix of age ranges there.
It is, yeah. And so we started it with like, I think there was 15 in 2019. And we were just like, hey, do you guys want to work together? And we brought all the breweries together, and it was interesting because they were actually like, we know of each other, but they were like spending so much time collabing with, Montgomery County breweries or like other big names. We're like, we don't really get a lot of time to talk to each other. Yeah. So they were excited to kind of collaborate. And then we really wanted to gamify the trail to make it something that people could do. And that was the start, the launch of it.
Nice. So what is the Ale Trail? So you visit breweries, you get points?
Exactly. So the Ale Trail now is, more than just a content piece on the site like it was. But basically we work with a program called Bandwango. And in tourism, I should say in general, trails became this like big thing. It was like there's donut trails and ice cream trails and bike trails and ale trails. Some people call them like wine and spirits trails, whatever it might be.
But Ale Trail rhymes. So.
Yeah. We were like, ale sounds good. And that was already the page on our site. And from a marketing standpoint, we were like, we want people to keep Googling Ale Trail.
By the way, your website is amazing.
Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's like so easy to use, and it's like very intuitive. Like you can just like kind of get lost, and like it seems like there's unlimited things to do.
You guys keep it up to date too, which is really nice. It's tough to do as from a business owner standpoint, but keeping it up to date is really helpful for us, especially.
We did a much needed redesign this year.
Cool.
We try to keep it clean and up to date. But anyway, the Ale Trail is, we're up to 26 brewery locations, and basically you can go on to visitbuckscounty.com/ale trail, and you log in with an email and a phone number, and it gives you a passport. It's through a company called Bandwango that does all kinds of tours on different trails. And then you can keep coming back you can save it to your phone and keep coming back and logging in, and you get points every time you check in. So if you check into about 5 or 6, you have enough points to get a t-shirt or a hat. And if you do the entire trail, you get a hoodie. And so we were shocked. We launched this and we're like, okay, we have a budget for t-shirts. Let's see how this goes. Yeah. And immediately we were like, oh, people are really motivated by t-shirts. So we had to kind of go back on our end and be like, can we, continue to do this as a marketing effort? Because now you do have like these walking billboards. Like we'll go to Florida or be in the airport, and like our staff is always like, I saw an Ale Trail shirt this weekend. So it's cool. And I think our local community really got behind it. And so like with tourism, it's kind of how it always starts. Like you need your locals to be invested and really talking it up and excited about the area. And then via social media, that starts to really grow.
That's another question I have. It's like, what's the balance between like local and out of towners? Because it's a tourism, but there's local tourism of just like visiting your local towns and like the town next to you. Yeah. But then also like when you go up to like New York City, every other commercial is Visit Bucks County. And it seems like Bucks County is the spot to go for New Yorkers that want to get out of New York and, get something else.
That's 100% our target market. Okay. So we don't even run commercials in Bucks County. We run some in Philly, but it's really New York, Northern New Jersey. Yeah. But we did a study on the Ale Trail about 2 years ago, and it was 50-50 locals and out of town. Cool. And I think like part of the reason the Ale Trail has been successful too is social media. Like the breweries do an amazing job on social media. And because we've tried to do a lot of other trails and they haven't gone the same way this has, but Instagram, I think, was blowing up around the same time. Untapped came online in that like 2018, 2019. And so breweries just started to really use social media to promote and to cross promote. And that's what's really made it work. Yeah, and now that's become a thing. Everyone's just like, a lot of times like things like this, like people try to get going and it's like, it kind of sputters out. And then like the brewery's like, I don't want to get involved with this. It's like another thing that I have to promote. But like, you guys are crushing it. It's like kind of leaning into it. Then everybody profits off of it. Yeah, we like to take credit, but we're like, it's been kind of easy. Like we keep it going because we're like, I don't know, every week another 30 people are redeeming t-shirts and hats. That's so many people, and you have to get 5 visits per. That's a lot. Yeah. We just did this limited edition hoodie in August, and our intention was for it to run for the entire month of August. It was a check-in challenge, and it was like whoever gets the most check-ins will get these hoodies. It was over in 3 days, and we had like more than 200 hoodies, but we were were like, oh, this will get us through the month of August. The breweries had shared that like August can be a slow month. So we're like, this will be a great time to try out a promotion. But when we looked at the numbers, which is cool about having a trail is you can track, it was like 1,500 to 1,800 visits over those 3 days of people that checked in.
I bet you Ryan knows him. I bet you Barry has a sweatshirt.
Probably, yeah. Ches definitely has one.
There's some guy that's like very involved, like the Philly beer scene. He goes everywhere.
Gotcha.
I'm sure he has one of those.
He probably does.
Yeah.
There's a lot of influencers in this space, or people just talking about beer. Even when I started and I was like, okay, I don't know a ton about beer, but I know a lot about marketing. My brother and my brother-in-law are like huge craft beer drinkers.
Yeah.
And so I was like, do you guys think this is cool? Like, do you like this label? Do you like the hoodie? So I do think there's just like network of community of people that are really excited about it.
It's also, it's great that it's like, it's a trail. Like the Bucks County is very scenic.
Yep.
And it does feel like, and you even said like, you can kind of track it in a line of like visiting all the places and like kind of planning it all out. Like it just goes very well.
Bucks County's huge.
Yeah.
Like, you don't realize how big it is. Like, you're going all the way up to Quakertown, all the way down to Bristol. And
Yeah.
Do you know how many people are in Bucks County?
So I don't know the top total population, but I know it's 622 square miles. So it's a large county. And even like we were saying when we launched this hoodie, we had a ton of locals who were like, well, we already checked into all the breweries, but we looked at their passport and we're like, are you into everywhere in Lower Bucks and Central Bucks? You've not been to Quakertown. And they're like, to drive to Quakertown? And I'm like, that is the point.
There's
like,
no good way to get there
you
either.
need to go to Upper Bucks and vice versa, like getting the people from Upper Bucks to come to Lower. So we are this one county.
It's what they call it expedition. Like you get in your car.
Yeah, you need to go and check out all the breweries. But it's cool for visitors too, because you could come and go to Sesame Place or Peddler's Village and hit the breweries in Doylestown or go to Warwick or Lower Bucks, but then you could come out and do an entirely different trip and hit Quakertown.
Well, Bucks County is like set up as like little tiny towns everywhere. And it's like these little pockets of like, great walkable towns.
Perkasie, there's 3 breweries in Perkasie that you can walk. They call it the Walnut Walk because I live right in Perkasie. You can hit Mystic Ways, Van Loo's, and Free Walk all in one shot, and it's great.
Yeah. It's really it's nice. And I mean, that's the beauty of breweries is that you guys also seem to see the value in there being more than just one. I mean, that is why this trail has been more successful than any of these.
I forget there's some like term like they found in like Denver that like the more breweries that were in an area, the better that they did.
Yeah.
It's like a destination almost. Like,
we're
looking for an experience, and you can go,
100%.
You can go to Perkasie, hit 3 breweries, or you can go to Doylestown, hit a couple good bars, and hit Artifact and Geronimo. It's just people.
It's like an attraction.
It's an attraction.
The trail, and we looked at Asheville, North Carolina, when we were building the trail to be like, okay, they have so many breweries.
Well, that's actually a trail, like a walking trail.
It's a walking trail, but we were like, and they're okay with that. And when we brought the breweries together, I mean, everyone was kind of like, even at the time where it was like those 3 older ones, and they were like. Yeah, like we're excited about more new breweries opening up because it just helps all of us. And in tourism, it was really about like people were really into food tourism and local farms and how are you giving back and pulling from the community. I know you guys use a lot of local products in your beer. And so like that was a big piece. People wanted to travel to kind of give back to the local area too.
We have a couple customers with this collaboration that like have tried to go to like 10, like they try and hit every brewery and get a pint of this at every brewery. Just a fun
Uber there.
They don't do it in one day.
Drink responsibly.
We did a 5% of this year, so they got a little more.
It's a good litmus test too, like who's cleaning their draft lines.
It's true. Yep.
Yeah, but you guys like the whole Bucks County is like the perfect situation. Like you're directly in between New York and Philadelphia. You're right off 95. So it's very easy to get to. Like you said, like there's so many things that like I don't even think about on a daily basis. The Sesame Place. The Mercer Museum. There's like all these iconic Bucks County things that are.
Yeah, it's cool. Our target audience is like really spans. So it's families with young kids, but then it's like older couples, younger couples, and tons of New Yorkers, because there's a lot of people that have like second homes and commute in and out of New York or live here. And so there's a lot of like coming to visit your friends and family, but staying overnight. It's just been this natural market for us.
Are you able to see like how much data do you get from like the check-ins? It's mostly just on the weekends?
So
and is it seasonal?
It's primarily on the weekends. Fall, we see a lot of check-ins. I don't know if that aligns with what you guys kind of see at the breweries. Like fall and early
always
summer.
drinking weather, but also Bucks County, it's just like, it's scenic, but it's like, it's all forest and like kind of rolling hills. Like the fall is kind of the best place.
We were actually ranked the #1 destination for the fall in the entire U.S. by Forbes and Travel and Leisure last year.
Quarter 4 is our best quarter. Like
it is,
by far. Yeah,
and like fall and holidays.
A lot of out-of-staters come.
Yeah. What's the Christmas place? There's some Christmas store. Byers.
Yeah, Byers to the Carolers. You see like everywhere you go. They were originated.
Yeah, Christmas all year round.
In Bucks County, and we have a ton. We have like the Shady Brook Farm drive-through, Peddler's Village, Sesame. The breweries are often like you guys put a ton of lights up at Warwick and
Final Fest.
Yeah, it's really and that's the thing too. Like lots of events and festivals. The weather's so nice. The fall and holidays we have a lot of like cool indoor places, but a lot of outdoor lights that you can see too. So this is one of our top seasons.
Yeah, I forgot about Peddler's Village.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
There's a couple breweries there too. So. Free Will is there currently, and then a couple of breweries like in and around Peddler's Village.
Yeah, New Hope. There's Human Robots now in New Hope, Triumph. I forget who else is around there.
I know we've had a lot of like in and out of New Hope. New Hope also like #1 keyword that drives traffic to our site is New Hope. So people are always searching the New Hope area, like New Hope. So I think it's well known in New York. Like a lot of artists and writers and playwrights, have done a lot of work or been inspired in New Hope and then gone into New York to perform.
That's cool.
I think our breweries have kind of popped up there too. It's definitely a town that gets a lot of traffic.
Yeah, it has history, and it's like it seems like like everything there. It's like even the buildings in Bucks County, like they're all built out of stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of character.
Yeah,
tons of character. Like Doylestown, New Hope.
Yep.
All tons of character. So and like. The local municipalities there, they like don't let you do too much of the buildings too, which is like, it kind of sucks as a business owner, but like I get it from a historical standpoint to try and
long-term perspective, like it helps in the long term, but in the system, I'm like, why can't I build this?
Can I just knock this wall down? No, you can't.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, that's fun. So I guess you're just involved because you're in Bucks County and you're seeing how much it's helping you?
Yeah, I just saw the Ale Trail and we got together with them. They were Brian. Yeah. So
shout out to my brother-in-law who is a frequent drinker at Warwick.
He's there all the time. Yeah. So he kind of when we opened up, Visit Bucks came right away, introduced themselves. Which is great. Got us on the Ale Trail right away. They were so excited for us. So their excitement got us excited. How can this resource help us out? So we got a lot of data from them as to where customers are coming from, where are they staying.
This is something. So Bill Kowalski, founder of Victory, I had to do some project with like some temple class, like when I was at Victory. He wanted to do it, but he brought me along to kind of like talk with the students also. And it was like students figuring out how to build some tourism thing to help drive traffic into like Chester County or Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about how important the tourism was and how they look at the data of like, where people are staying, when they're staying, how much money they're spending. And was just like, this is something that like I didn't even think about. Because like I was just like, let's throw a party and do this. He's just like, you're not thinking big enough. Like you have to think like these large scale, like tourism is so important for breweries. Mm-hmm. Like that's bringing you so much traffic.
I mean, one of the first things you do what I do is when I go into a new city is I look up brewery.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do that. So, but we get data from, New York's a huge pool. So we advertise in New York. We collaborate with breweries in New York to try and pull some people down. Luckily a huge draw to Bucks County's Doylestown and New Hope, which is 15 minutes away from us. So we've put kegs in specific restaurants. We don't distribute it all.
Yeah.
So we put kegs in specific restaurants
as a marketing
tool just to get people to come to us. And we've used the data that they've given us. Like we don't really advertise for Philadelphia just because there's so many people coming from New York. Like it's crazy how many New York license plates pull into our brewery.
Yeah.
So, but I would have never known that if it wasn't for Visit Bucks and like Allentown. We get a ton from Allentown, which we advertise. Lehigh Valley, a lot of people come down. Montgomery County, obviously.
And how do you even see that? Just because you're connected to the hotels, you kind of like have like this metadata.
So we have a lot of different research reports. We pull from Google Analytics and site traffic, but we also do buy some research reports that track like credit card data.
Wow. Okay.
We work with the hotels to be able to see, who's checking in and stuff.
Because everybody wins. Like if they are winning, then they support you, who supports them.
And cell phone data. We do track like location, cell phone data. That's all I know. Creepy marketing things.
Yeah, but
it gives us a lot of research to know who to target.
And this isn't really this just is a good thing. It's not like they're...
No, we're really just trying to tell you to come drink beer in Bucks County. That's the only thing we're marketing to you. Yeah.
That's fun.
And I think too, like you guys, when you opened, there's a lot of breweries in like industrial parks. Like that was a lot. And I feel like you were one of the first ones that came online that was like this beautiful location. And we've kind of seen the trends shift where like at first, it's obviously like your beer and is your beer good in your location, but then also like what is the experience? What is the food experience? What is the scenic experience? And what's been cool in Bucks County is that it's different no matter where you go. Like you can go to Warwick and be like, we have this beautiful view and we can sit outside and it's gorgeous. Or you can go to Broken Goblet and like see a show. Like it's really...
Broken Goblet kind of is an industrial park, but like they built like their own spot.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of the places like when you go to like... what's the town in the south?
Bristol. Yeah.
It's like a walking town. Like half the spots are brewers and distilleries.
Yeah. So it's really like your experience. You have a different experience no matter where you go, which for us is like, those are reasons to come back, to like say we're going to come back multiple weekends.
Definitely.
And visit.
Definitely. Like you said, it's like you can break it up. I mean, there's 26 spots and you can like hit a couple one weekend, hit a couple the next.
Yeah.
And that's out-of-towners or people that just live in Bucks County. Or Philadelphia. It's like you're taking for everybody.
100%. And I think it was also telling. We launched in 2019, and then when COVID hit, we were like, ooh, what's
how did that affect?
Did
you get more?
We did great locally. I mean, because one of the only things to do during COVID was like drink.
Yeah.
And so we kind of connected with our breweries to be like, I think, look, everybody was hurting from like a staffing and a production standpoint.
Yeah.
But we were like, how can we keep this going? So we really pushed and kept the Ale Trail going and did this whole promotion about like share the Ale Trail love and post pictures of you like drinking at home.
Nice.
Beer from Bucks County with your shirts and your hoodies on. But I think you were stopping traffic during COVID of people trying to do beer pickups.
Yeah, that was our first. It was, I think it was Easter weekend was when it shut down.
No one could leave.
It was our first double IPA release, hazy double IPA release. Nice. And I think there was another hazy, whatever. And I remember, so we used to have a drive-through. You could come through. The tasting room wasn't there. That was being built.
Oh, really?
The loading dock, we would just throw cans off. We had 3 people coming out, putting cans in the back of your car, wave goodbye. So our drive-through could hold 40 cars. We opened up at 12 by 12:05. We have 40 cars in it. I'm like, oh my God. I go out and I'm like, I don't do well in those situations. I paused. I came back. I was like, Jay, you have to get your ass out there. So within 30 minutes, the cops showed up. There was a half-mile line each way. It was just crazy, but that's how we had to do it, during COVID. But,
and meanwhile, we were like, this is great.
We'll
take it. Like they're still drinking our beer.
I had some great hair that day, but yeah.
And it was a time when small businesses were hurting, so it was great to be like there was a way to kind of keep the Ale Trail going, keep the breweries going.
It's outdoors.
Yeah, it's outdoors. I mean, we spent like my own personal family. We've spent so much time at Warwick during COVID because we were like, where can we go and like see our family members and just hang outside and I feel like that like worked for a lot of the breweries.
Is that with the squares? Remember that?
Yeah.
We had squares.
We were socially
like it was
distant.
like a grid. And you could like be in a group. I forget how many. You could have like 6 in a group.
Plot.
Yeah, you had your plot. You could rent you just had to reserve your plot and you could go down there and we'd bring you down beer.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know. It was crazy, but it worked. Yeah.
That's fun. Did you see more? I mean, obviously it crushed tourism as far as like people staying in hotels.
Yeah.
But I'm sure a lot of people came in and like did Airbnb. So especially probably New Yorkers and people in Philadelphia trying to just get out of the city.
We definitely still saw Airbnbs. We actually, so like 2020 was rough for everyone.
Yeah.
But then we had like a banner year in 2021 because we were in that time where people like weren't quite ready to travel far. Like they weren't going to go international. They weren't going to go to Florida, but they were like, we will drive.
Yeah.
And so much of Bucks County is like beautiful outdoors. So you were like, I can go there and there's enough for us to do outside. And that's really like, we went from 15 breweries in 2019 to 24 breweries in 2021.
Are people that were involved or just like new breweries?
New breweries coming on board, which was crazy at a time where you were like, businesses were kind of struggling.
Yeah.
So for us, we were well positioned during COVID to be a place that has a lot of outdoor beauty. So
Nice.
New Yorkers especially were coming. There was also an influx of people moving to Bucks County from New York.
Yeah.
During that time frame. So I feel like we've even strengthened this New York crowd because we have a lot of people from New York who like live in Bucks County.
Definitely. They always talk about like Philadelphia and the surrounding counties are just like we're recession proof because like
Yes.
New York will always get hit worse than us.
Right. It's true. Yes. We love our proximity to New York.
Yeah.
Hey, brewery or small business owner, are you tired of navigating complex brewery accounting and taxes on your own? Staying up late working on financials and getting your finances in order after a whole workday? At the Beer Accountant, they understand the unique financial challenges of the craft brewing industry. They're a CPA dedicated to helping breweries like yours thrive, with services ranging from qualified bookkeeping, business tax prep, to strategic financial planning. Stop wasting time on spreadsheets and focus on what you do best: making great beer and running a small business, servicing over 50 breweries in 4 states. So if you own a brewery or small business, stop overpaying for reactive support and start being proactive with the Beer Accountant. Don't brew that IPA without this CPA. Visit beeraccountant.com to learn how their specialized expertise can help your brewery grow, profit, and succeed.
So, I mean, the ale show, is this like kind of like the most successful thing that you guys do? I mean, there's other stuff to do in Bucks County too. I mean, it's like great gastropubs, like there's great wineries, there's great distilleries. Is that involved with this also? Is that completely?
Yeah, I mean, I would say like our brand is outdoor beauty. And so we have like some anchor attractions like New Hope, Sesame Place, Peddler's Village, Washington Crossing Historic Park. But then we have these like awesome breweries and wineries all along the way. So it's kind of nice to be like, there's enough to come here. Like our average visitor is usually like a 2 to 3 day stay, a long weekend. Visit. And there's plenty to do in a long weekend.
And it's funny, like the commercials that you see in New York are all this like, do you want to go like chill for 3 days?
Yes, that's what it is. I know. Yeah, I mean, it really is like small, quaint towns.
Yeah.
But like there's a lot of arts and culture. Like there's always festivals, always like Broadway style shows, concerts. Like there truly is a lot to do. I grew up in Bucks County, so I'm always like, I don't know, we kind of take it for granted. But I'm like, we go and visit places where I'm like, oh, we would like travel to somewhere like this to do these kinds of things.
So I just started my brewery last year, and like I'm starting now, like kind of get out and distribute everywhere.
Yeah.
And when I first started, I was just like, I need to sell beer in the city. Yeah. And I've realized that like, no, I need to sell beer in the suburbs. Like when I go out to the suburbs, especially Bucks County, when I go up there, it seems like everyone loves craft beer up there.
Yeah.
And it's like everywhere I go, it's just like, they're just one more and more and more. And it's it's refreshing. It's
dumb. We do have a lot of craft beer lovers, and a ton even like local influencers. So like social media influencers are huge for us right now. But
do you have like local social media people?
So we work with a couple of locals, but we also like we target a lot of New York influencers to come out to experience the area, and then like obviously their followings from New York. So hopefully they get all of their friends to come out. But I know even when we do Brew Day, like there's some people that come out that are just like big fans of Warwick and of the trail.
We've had a couple influencers come too, I believe, too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, how did the brew day work? Like you guys brewed this beer, right?
Yeah. So we brew. We get. I mean, it's like herding cats, as you know, our industry.
We do love the brewers. They don't.
They don't respond to emails, and I'm like, and then like it's like, you know, oh, I wanted 3 kegs, not. It's the whole thing. But anyways, I love them all. But yeah, for the brew day, we vote on a beer. So this year we voted on a Pilsner hopped with Motueka.
You said
however you say it.
Yeah. How
do you say it?
Motueka, but I probably said it differently. But you were saying before it came on, like you had them vote. Like, do you want to make an IPA or Pilsner? You said like everybody
voted Pilsner. I was like, I knew this was going to happen. Even though the hazy did really well last year. But the brew day, it's a chance for us to all get together, and we're in a perfect location. We're right in the middle of everybody. You know, like having free will. Or like proper, who's in Quakertown, drive down to Bristol that's an hour drive.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get people to go
there. We're right in the middle, which is perfect. So we get a high attendance, and it's just a good chance to get together, drink each other's beers and just talk about the industry once a year.
Definitely. So Evan and I came out to, I don't know, it wasn't your brew day. It was
brew day, I think.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we brewed
Okay.
today.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, it's great. I mean, I'm not even a Bucks County brewery, but like, it was like everyone that I felt like I was like, I need to talk to a lot of people right now. And it was like, everyone I need to talk to are
that's
like
why we love
all
it.
in one place. It was great networking.
No, it's been great. And I think so when we launched the Ale Trail, we were like, how do we keep this interesting year after year? So we were like, what if we do collab releases every year? So when it first started out, it was more about like getting two breweries to partner together in Bucks County. So like a big guy and a smaller guy. And some of it was like, you know, Neshaminy Creek had distribution. So we were like, can they help to market like a smaller brewery? And we did that. We had a couple of releases that came out that way.
Vault too, right?
Yeah. It was like Vault and Newtown partnered together. And so that was kind of Broken Goblet and I think Naked Brewing at the time were partnering together. And we did a couple of releases the first couple of years. Then COVID hit and it was like, oh my gosh, like, you know, you just had to handle the lines, people coming through the door, let alone working on beer releases. So we came back after and we're like, how can we reignite this? But it'll be more of like a marketing partnership with us. So like we'll just help to promote this release. It gives us great social media content to be like, hey, have you hit the Ale Trail yet? And there's a new beer release. And it also gets our logo out there. So like our logos are on the cans, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And I think, Ryan, you and I were chatting and then you were like, what if we do like a countywide beer release? And we were like, that's awesome. Are you willing to host all the brewers?
Yeah, we love hosting.
Yeah.
And then the label, like our Brian Phillips is our graphic designer. I think he did these sweatshirts too. No, Trevor.
No, he did too. He did this sign and that.
Okay,
yeah. We've worked with him too. We were like, can we borrow him?
yes, okay. But he does a really good job at he loves history, so he puts in a lot of little things in these labels.
We got George Washington here.
Yeah. He usually, was it last year? Maybe last year's when he had like the bridge.
Yes, there was
the
covered bridge. Yeah. He's like tweaked the label every year.
Yeah.
And that's the part we love to work on. We're like, hey, we'll kind of help you with design and give some of, you know, what's popular in the county. And then we're like, you guys take care of brewing the beer. We just know marketing.
The covered bridges are iconic.
Yeah, we have 13 covered bridges and they're like, again, during the fall, like it's a beautiful drive. It's like one of these things where, again, you can come for the anchor attractions, but there's all these other little things.
It's everything. The whole county is nice looking.
Ringing Rocks is huge.
Yeah, I just took my kids there for the first time.
It's so fun.
Yeah,
although it's like a little treacherous across the
2-year-old and 3-year-old.
You just have to be like ready for it, but it's awesome. Did they cross all the way to the other side?
No.
Did they bring their hammers and make the rocks? Yeah. So they literally are rocks that ring.
I've been there.
Yeah, I'm super cool.
I remember being there and we're in the middle and like a lightning storm came in and we were trying to like get out of there as quickly as possible. It was like the worst spot to be in a lightning storm.
No, it's really cool. I mean, and talk about COVID, that was part, like Ringing Rocks was mobbed during those
I remember
years.
that. I remember
like,
seeing that.
Get into any of the parks because everyone was like, we just want to go to all of these places.
Yeah.
But it's just, I mean, it's such a beautiful county. We're lucky in that way that we have like an awesome product.
Yeah, you have I'm sure a lot of other people like, how do we promote this? Like, we need to get business here, but like, where can we take a picture that doesn't look like there's a bunch of crap in the background? Like, you guys have unlimited things that you guys can take pictures of and promote.
Well, you guys have that huge sign too that we got that for the court. It's like a huge red Visit Bucks sign, like massive. And I was like, I remember contacting you guys like, we need this for the fall. Like, we have to have it because we saw it at Bishop's. And Bishop's is a winery very similar to Warwick. They have so much acreage. They grow their own grapes.
Yeah.
But I saw it out front. I was like, we need that. So I like seeing wherever you guys place that now because you can't miss it.
I think it's at the Wildflower Preserve right now in Bowman's. But yeah, it's this huge metal fabricated logo. Like, we love for people to take pictures with it, then post them, then tag us on social media. But
no, I like how you're promoting like the Ale Trail and the Visit Bucks County like become like its own thing.
Yeah. We always
it's not just like this like, you know, dark hand that's like trying to like promote businesses and stuff.
Yeah, really. Yeah, exactly. That's what we start. At first, we really just had the Ale Trail logo out there, mostly from like a search. We just wanted people to Google Bucks County Ale Trail. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it is one of Visit Bucks County's largest branding campaigns. So, and it's been so successful. And
Claudia does a good job with the vine, or not the vines. Jeez.
Yeah. Show your age. No.
The MySpaces.
Yeah, TikToks and Instagram reels and stuff.
Yeah, the reels. Yeah.
I mean, you guys get a lot of interaction on all your reels and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy how much interaction you guys get.
Claudia is like the face of all of our social media reels. And that was post-COVID. We were like, what do we do now? And like everything was becoming video in marketing. And really we were looking for an influencer who already had a following that we could just be like, we will sponsor you and you can go out and do this. But there wasn't anyone in Bucks County that was like doing it. Yeah. So we're like, we need to hire our own.
Yeah.
And Claudia had a news background and like amazing on camera, but she is like a master editor. And like you guys probably know, that's the key
I'm not good
to
at
making this all the act. Like you
like...
have to be really good at editing and editing fast.
Yeah.
And so she's just done a great job, and having all that video content has really, I think, taken us to the next level too.
Cool. Yeah, like not even showing like what to do, but like all the events, like going to the events and then editing it quickly, like put out like this.
Yeah. Or visuals, like we're like, oh, that's a cool looking thing at a restaurant, or like you have this neat food. Like we're like, you got to go. And we laugh. Everyone's always like, Claudia has the best job ever. She's travels the county. But it's a lot of work and it's quick editing. It's like, you know, if you don't post it now, it's like old news by the next day.
Speed is the name of the game. Nice. So what are their like hidden gems in Bucks County? Where I've been to Bucks County my whole life. I grew up around here, but like what are some places that I don't really know about that I should go in Bucks County?
So I think you mentioned Bristol. I feel like Bristol has really revitalized so much in the last couple of years. They have Hops and Hardware, which is the distillery. Daddy Tom's, which is like the speakeasy space that is owned by the same owners of Eatery, which is the pizza place. But like you literally go behind this door to go in and drink. It's very like lounge environment. So Bristol is so up and coming in the last couple of years. And then I would say these are...
They have a coffee spot there too.
Yeah.
Love,
Tom Waters. Yeah. And they opened
there.
a spot in Newtown too.
Okay, yeah.
So our towns have just like...
Bucks County does a great job of like using the water.
Yeah.
Philadelphia is disgusting. It's like you can't go by the water here because it's just
we love the Delaware River.
But like but in Bucks County, it's like every single town on the river is like amazing. Like it's like, you know, you can feel like it's on the water, and it's like you overlook everything, the bridge going across. It's
No, 100%. And I mean, the canal along the river has been like such a part of our history. But you have like Bristol, Yardley, New Hope.
Morrisville is like 21 Locks opened a beautiful brewery, but they have like good pizza, and then the distillery.
Yeah, Ashland Distillery.
Like
is there.
good bourbon.
Awesome.
Yeah, good cocktails. And then somebody is going into the old Bitch and Kitten spot. Frank and whoever. But that spot's cool. Like even Morrisville. Like I remember when I was, you know, it was not a nice area.
Morrisville.
Yeah, we avoided Morrisville. And now I'm like, dang, like it's nice now. Like I like could see myself going there for cocktails and stuff.
Really like one of the first, if you're coming here from New York, like that could be one of the first places that you end up, like there, New Hope. So we're like, it's really close. Yeah, Dublin, like Dublin Town Square. I think Neshaminy Creek has a tap room there now.
Good food there.
Great food. So yeah, there's all these little towns and pockets. And then like you said, Riverside. So people, there's a lot of even just like paddleboarding and kayaking and our parks and lakes. Like we have Peace Valley Park, which is beautiful, and Lake Galena, Lake Nockamixon.
Lake Galena is so underrated. And then there's that lavender farm.
Peace Valley Lavender Farm is there.
It's just a flower farm.
Yeah,
it's lavender
and it's a Karate Kid. Like there's like people doing karate like up on yeah, there's like a big barn. It's like up on a hill, and I've seen the doors open. There's people doing karate up there.
Yeah,
it's like it's sick. Yeah,
it's gorgeous.
Looking over lavender.
It's like, for marketing, like our hidden gems are what sold us, because we end up getting coverage in a lot of these travel publications that are just like, you have a giant lavender field, and we're like, we do.
Well, Perkasie has the oldest Christmas tree lighting.
Yeah.
Which in the country. Yeah. Which is
like, but like there's all these things like I think Christmas has been around forever, but it's like no,
it's getting like crazier and crazier every year.
Someone invented the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Lighting. Yeah.
Like it's right up in town, and every year it's getting like just nuts. Like I don't even go in town anymore because of how many people are there.
No, it's awesome. I know. We
the fireworks show in Perkasie, like there's just a lot to do. The towns do a really good job of providing stuff for people to do.
Yeah, and Quakertown opened the Trolley Barn several years ago.
The Trolley Barn is great.
Which is like a mini Reading terminal type market.
In the trains, there's what's Dog and Bone?
Dog and Bull.
Dog and Bull.
Croydon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome restaurant.
That's right on the train.
Like right along, you can get there to and from on the train there. And you're so close to Bristol at that point too. But and Neshaminy Creek is close by. So yeah, it's been, I mean, there's so many different places to go. And then not really hidden gem, but like Doylestown has castles. Like not a lot of places have castles. But we like literally have like Font Hill Castle, which is like a giant castle.
I watched,
museum.
What is the movie? The Brutalist?
Yeah.
And that was like based in Bucks County and like kind of made up, but like also kind of having to do with like all the crazy architecture in Bucks County.
Yeah. I know that just won like an award this past year.
Yeah, it was a tough movie to watch. It was like it was called The Brutal, so it was like it was brutal to watch. It was just like
it's funny. We talked about
so sad, but
we market this as being inspired by Bucks County or not. Like it's cool, but I'm not sure. Yeah.
There's a lot of good like local, like I'm into smoking meats and stuff. Like even like local, like you can get meat right from that was grown there, and it's like you can get really good food. Like I love food, obviously, but you can get really good high quality food at a fair price, which is great, and it's locally grown. There's a lot of little farms that are doing their own thing, like Hollow House is right near us. They're trying to put in a barn right now, but they grow sweet potatoes for us. Like there's a lot of good local farms growing a lot of good local ingredients.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And even like Coleman Hay Farms has like Highland cows that are really trendy right now. Like there's a lot of like
Highland cows. Those are the fancy ones.
Those are like the cute fluffy ones.
Yeah.
We're doing I think it's called a cow plop. Have you heard of that?
No.
With bingo squares.
Cow pie bingo.
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah. So, we're going to do it.
That's fun.
You guys, but this
You were talking about the squares for COVID before. I was just like, it's kind of like cow pie bingo.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. Yeah, we're doing it. And the Colemans are supplying
They are.
They're doing the
Highland cows are going to be there.
Yeah,
Oh
we're going to get
gosh.
like 2 of them. We're going to rotate them in.
You're going to be like closing
rounds
down
in.
the road for that one again. That they've like sold out. We did one reel with Claudia about these Highland cows, and now they're like our like appointments are all sold out. Like the cows are famous. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, the whole vibe there's we mentioned distilleries a little bit, but I feel like distilleries kind of fit the energy in Bucks County.
100%. And
slower, chill. It's like high quality, got some wood stuff. I don't know.
yeah, no, up and coming. And we've seen tons of distilleries pop up along the county.
I mean, Dad's Hat has been there, right? And
Yeah.
Dad's Hat is like, of craft distilleries in the area, like they're the first ones that I can remember that popped up.
Agree.
like,
And again,
so
they were just
established.
like mostly distribution. In the
Yeah.
beginning, you could kind of like pop into their location, but now they have a space on Main Street in Bristol that you can go and visit.
I didn't realize. Have you been there?
Yes.
Like, I didn't
Yeah.
realize how much production he has. He has so many
It's
barrels.
huge.
Like
Yeah.
it is massive.
In Bristol?
In the Bristol location, yeah, he's got like 2 or 3 stories just filled with
Wow.
barrels.
Yeah.
And he is just pumping it out. Like he's in I forget how many different states, but he makes good liquid too, and he grows his locally at Delval.
Yeah.
Really?
He gets his rye from Delval. He's a rye guy. But yeah, interesting guy to talk to. And he said he's killing it. So I mean, good for him.
Yeah, he's been a big part. It's Herman from like
Herman,
yeah.
His son works at who does some Bissell Brothers. His son works
Oh,
at-
really?
Yes,
That's cool.
Yeah.
But he had a ton of history when we started the Ale Trail too. Like it was nice for us to have these resources in the county who've been doing this for a long time that were just like, yeah, this is what we've been doing. And he's been really cool and done a whole lot for Bristol too. And then we have a lot of wineries. We have 8 wineries across the county as well. A lot of them are like wedding venues.
Yeah.
But like Bishop Estate, like you said, like similar, like go hang out, live music, food trucks, like really awesome space.
Yeah, you
There
guys.
used to be a dairy farm there. Too.
Yeah.
Where?
Bishop's Estates. It used to be a dairy farm.
Okay.
Dairy's just is struggling. One of my cousins is a dairy farmer, and it's a tough life.
Yeah.
And they just planted grapes and just did. Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful there.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like people aren't drinking alcohol. No, people aren't drinking milk.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I know. I know. We do though. Like we have a good mocktail scene going these days too.
Isn't
like
there one in what's
Yes.
the one spot that Claudia did?
yes, there's a place that just opened in Doylestown that was like just focused on mocktails. Although I feel like mocktails are starting to be added to a lot of menus, which is helpful. We do need a designated driver as you're out there traveling the Ale Trail. So yeah.
Nice. Do you guys have upcoming things? Like, what are the seasonal things that we should be looking forward to?
Yeah, so we are going to launch all new prizes in 2026.
Cool.
2026 is like a big year for tourism. It's the 250th birthday of America.
Yeah, it's insane. There's too many things going on.
There's
so
a
many,
whole lot happening.
Isn't the World Cup coming? Or
the World Cup is coming.
Brewers Association is coming in town.
Yeah, there's a lot happening.
CDC, the All-Star Game.
Yeah.
I forgot about the All-Star Game.
The All-Star Game's happening, and that's all happening
Eagles
like this
parade,
weekend.
hopefully.
Eagles Parade is happening. Yeah, it wasn't by accident that our hoodie was like a little bit of Eagles green.
I like the hood on that too. Like,
it has like the hub.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yep.
So yeah, a lot happening in 2026. The World Cup, we're expecting to see some overnights because we are almost like equal distant between the Link and MetLife Stadium.
Oh, and is MetLife where the finals are going to be?
Yes, yeah.
Cool.
And so there's games in both places or matches in both places. So like Bucks County would be a great place to stay if you wanted to go.
Do you guys benefit from Airbnbs or is it just hotels?
We do. So Airbnbs pay tax too. Yeah,
Nice.
any overnight. So we're excited for 2026, and we are going to launch all new prizes along the Ale Trail. So it's been 2 years.
I mean, you guys are already getting so many people doing it. It's like at some point, like people just aren't doing it to get the same shirts. But like with new prizes, it's going to be insane.
Yeah, we're excited. We usually go like 2 to 3 years, and then we're like, okay, it's time. It's time for some new prizes. So that is our big plan for 2026. I think we're going to be doing that around like mid-year.
Cool.
And then we might do some more of these limited time releases, like different things throughout the year.
See,
That was a big hit.
Yeah. It was a good way to send like quick traffic to the breweries. So we're brainstorming some ways to get make sure we have enough that the overnight visitors can come in before all of our locals.
Evan does a lot of that. You know, he owns BrewDat.
Yeah.
It's like figuring out ways to like in breweries like slow times because it seems like a lot of people are slow at the same times.
100%.
That like you know figuring out how to fill in those gaps of just like extra business that like you know the customer doesn't even realize that it's like. You know, trying
that it's
to
happening.
even everything out. Yeah.
People ask us that because they're like, well, was it locals and you guys are tourism? But we're like, yeah, but like if our businesses aren't thriving, then there's nothing for tourists to do. So like we have to make sure that the locals are also like filling those gaps.
Yeah.
And it's not a tourism season. So that's always kind of our goal.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yeah, I mean, we're slow in August. That's why we do this in August and release the first week of... No, we released it last week of August, typically.
Last week of August was this, and then first week of August was this. We were like, we'll release 2 things in August. Yeah.
Plug it in there.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. I don't know. Is there anything else to talk about for
more collabs? So we will have we'll be doing 2 more collabs.
Well, like individual ones or more of these words?
So individual, you're going to do 1 individual one. We usually do 2 a year. One that's more like a brewery and an individual release, and then another countywide one in 2026. Which I don't think we haven't like fleshed out the details yet, but we're like it should be 250 themed because why not?
Yeah, I'm in.
I know. So, but yeah, we are, and then a lot of our breweries are actually partnering with historic attractions to do their own 2026 themed releases.
That's cool.
So I know like Pensbury Manor has been working with a couple different places, Washington Crossing, and so
who's the one that has the old brewing rest? They have a
Pensbury Manor.
It's Pensbury Manor, yeah. Because I've heard something about a brewery in Bucks County, like brewing on the old equipment with.
Yeah, we had him on. What's his name? I'm kicking myself right now. It was like the best interview we've had on so far.
Really? Is it is it on your? Is it live yet or no?
Yeah, it came out like it was our 50th episode.
Is it a brewery or the guy that's
no? It's the guy. He wrote a book about Philadelphia breweries, and then he's the one that started up the Pensbury
their festival.
He's the one that brews there, and then on the old equipment, and he got all the funding for it and built the brewing system, and then goes there and dresses up.
Yes, he's like a reenactor at that. Yeah. They do their own beer festival every year, but they're so excited about collaborating with breweries on some of these releases. And then I think even some of our orchards. So we do a lot of apple picking and pumpkin picking, and I know a lot of breweries who are looking at apple-inspired beer. I think you guys have done some local product. Didn't you partner with Oh Wow Cow at one point?
Yeah, we've done Oh Wow Cow. We've done ice cream inspired.
What's that?
Yeah.
Rich Wagner's the guy.
Oh,
Rich Wagner.
Starts with R. Yeah.
Yeah, we did Oh Wow Cow. Really good ice cream and an ice cream inspired beer.
Cool.
Yeah, we did a chocolate stout with vanilla, and then a little bit of strawberry in there.
Yeah.
So served on nitro too.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
yeah, people loved it.
Yeah, we love when the breweries partner with our other small businesses. It's just gets everybody in.
You're starting to see that more too.
A ton, yeah.
Breweries collaborating with outside of their
Definitely.
which I mean, our Oh Wow Cow we did 70 cases and it was sold out in 2 days. Like, just to show the interest that people have in it. So
Definitely.
yeah, we got to bug Oh Wow Cow again.
I know, and they're an awesome farm to table creamery. They use all.
A Wow Cow is what? It's a
ice
local,
cream. A creamery, local
and they
creamery. They get all their product locally. So
cool.
they
make it in Buckingham.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I think they have 6 shops, maybe.
They do. They keep expanding too.
Yeah.
They have 2 in Bucks County, and then some I think in Lambertville. There's a location, or maybe 3 in Bucks County now. But
I know they have Chalfont. Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. I'll be honest. I don't have any more questions about Bucks County.
It's fine.
Evan's kicking me because he's from Bucks County.
Yeah.
And he's our Bucks County expert. I don't know why he didn't do this, but yeah. I guess if you guys have anything you guys want to promote or
I feel like we've touched on everything.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming out.
Awesome. Thanks for having us.
I think I hope people realize kind of how much tourism means, and it's not just Bucks County, but kind of every brewery needs to lean into it and just not just focus on yourself, but kind of helping out everybody helps out you.
100%.
So,
camaraderie amongst the businesses.
Exactly.
Really helps. Yep.
Exactly. Cool. Well, thank you for coming on. Where do we find you guys, and how do we support Bucks County?
So go to visitbuckscounty.com.
Okay.
You can find everything there. Follow us on social media, VisitBucksPA.
Cool.
Those are really the best ways to see what we have going on.
Awesome. And then follow Warwick Farms.
Warwick Farm Brewing on Instagram, Facebook. Don't email me. Call our tasting room.
Cool. And then you can follow us at Brewdat, at the Brewdat Podcast. Subscribe on YouTube. We'll see you guys next week. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.